Know about love. Tell me what you know about love. What you know about love. What you know about love. That you know. Hella dizzy from the ups and the.
Welcome back to the channel. Struggle Streaming with BK. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about the latest victim in cuts at ESPN and what that means for him and the network. That video coming up next in about 10 seconds. I'll see y'all after the intro. Y'all know what time it is. Let's get it. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. How everybody doing out there? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Unlike Ryan Clark. All right, y'all. So it's official. Ryan Clark is out at ESPN. It's a sad day. Y'all know I don't normally cover the NFL. Well, I cover my Lions, but I don't cover much NFL. But I thought I just wanted to chime in on this one because I like Ryan Clark. And it's kind of weird because I don't always agree with Ryan Clark. And I don't mean like every once in a while we disagree. I mean like 50-50, like half the time I don't agree with Ryan Clark. But the one thing about Ryan Clark and why I like him, he always give his honest opinion, right? He done always kept it, he done always kept it real to me, right? He not a company man like most of the people that's at ESPN. Well, that still left at ESPN. As everybody knows, last year ESPN went through all the cuts where they chopped everybody off, got rid of Jalen Rose, they got rid of all the good talent. Anybody with a strong opinion or didn't seem like they was the type to follow company lines, ESPN has gotten rid of, right? And Ryan Clark was one of those dudes. He signed on to ESPN years ago. He went through his first contract. I know he re-upped his contract 3 years ago. He expected to get more money when he signed in, and they said no. So, in his words, he sucked it up. He took the deal that he wasn't really too happy about 3 years ago, and said he gonna work his ass off. He gonna work harder, and that's what he done, right? He done made it to the top of the charts. He on anything about football. Ryan Clark is on there. Ryan Clark is on all the shows, all the NFL shows. I mean, he be up on ESPN, Get Up all the time. He be he be guesting on First Take. He be guesting on everything. Ryan Clark is all up and down ESPN, which means he's one of their better, I call them talking heads, right? But he always gives his honest opinion, right? And I think that's the appeal to him, right? Y'all know he recently started the Pivot podcast with his homies and stuff, and that's doing great. That's doing major numbers on YouTube. You know, I tune into that from time to time too. But I wanted to read his statement. Let me grab his statement. I'm gonna put it up on there so y'all can read along with me, and I read it out loud for the people who just listening. All right. Ryan Clark posted this earlier today. 3 years ago, I signed an extension with ESPN. I was so grateful for more time. I excited to prove I was worth more. I felt I deserved more. We disagreed, and that's okay. I set out on a mission to leave no doubt, end all conversations about my who. Well, I guess he's trying to say about who I was in this business. I added the Pivot podcast at Pivot, and can't wait for the second season of Inside the NFL. All right. I knew it would take effort. I knew that effort didn't promise results, but I dug in. Here we are now. The season is over. The deal is up. Time to make a decision. Either way it goes, the mission don't change. I want to be the best doing it. Everyone should. I'm more motivated today than ever. I'm still the same. Undrafted free agent. So what Ryan basically saying is what I said earlier. You know, when his first deal was up, he felt like he deserved more money, and ESPN didn't give it to him. Okay, he said he doubled down. Don't worry about it. You don't think I'm worth this. I do, but I'm going to prove you wrong. So he worked hard to bust his ass, and he's one of the biggest stars at ESPN, right? He's one of the biggest talking heads left. And they got rid of him again. Well, they got rid of him, and more than likely because he's not a company man. And he always stated his opinion. And sometimes it don't go along with the company opinion that they roll out. So I'm a little sad. I don't want to say sad, but I'm a little upset to see him go. Like, he one of the dudes that I do tune into. I don't watch, I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch a lot of ESPN now, but if something go down, my Lions was in the playoffs, I'm gonna watch the shows and things like that. If something big happened in sports, a big basketball game, I'll tune in and see what everybody's talking about and stuff like that. But I'm not an avid watcher of ESPN no more because all the talent is gone, right? I used to love Jamel Hill, Michael Smith, Dan Levitard, and his pop, Stu Gatz. Like, all the people who had an opinion, who expresses their opinion, right? They tend to get rid of, and it be the best talent because that's what people want to see, right? People don't want to, like, I know his show do numbers, right? But don't nobody care about Stephen A. Smith. God, that dude is boring to watch. I don't know how the United States watches him. He's so corny and so fake. Like I don't think Stephen A. gives one real opinion, right? Not when it comes to anything serious, right? I bet you they sent him an email at 7 a.m. He read it over, and that's what he spit out on air. But but some reason the company love it, right? Also, I find it funny that ESPN don't want to pay their top talent. But the talking heads like Stephen A. Smith, right? He get cashed out with a big contract, right? They ain't got no money. They ain't had no money for Levitard and them. They didn't have no money for Jalen Rose. They didn't have no money for all the people they got rid of last year, right? But they had all this money for Pat McAfee. And I don't want to take it there, but I understand McAfee had a big following before he came over to ESPN. But, like, since he been over there, you know, he got beef with Bill Simmons, and Bill Simmons been capping on him. I'm not going to insert that video. I don't want to get copyrighted. But Bill Simmons been going at him back and forth. They've been going back and forth. And a lot of people have been going at McAfee. And his ratings are dropping, right? His ratings are dropping. Like, even one of the producers over at Walt Disney at ESPN leaked it to the papers, and McAfee was upset with it and went off. But just because he's not my cup of tea, I understand he has a following of the younger crowd out here. But, like, all that money they gave McAfee, that was the money that they was paying their other talent. Okay? And everybody know about a business. Like, if you don't know and you young, right, businesses ain't taking no loss, right? All right? They gonna pass that on, that extra money on to the consumer, or they gonna cut other employees. That's just the way it works. Okay? Businesses ain't gonna lose money to help everybody else out. Right? I might want to see Jalen Rose for the next 5 years on all the NBA shows, but hey, they signed McAfee to the big contract, so they had to get rid of everybody else. And I ain't heard nobody say it on air, but the reason they made all the cuts is because they signed McAfee. They made an educated, what's the name? They took an educated risk, and they thought McAfee was gonna bring in this younger crowd. But what they've done by letting go a lot of their talent is alienated their base right? They're base viewers who've been with them for 20, 30 years. Like I said, me personally, I don't mess with ESPN that much no more. Like, it was days on an off day that I turned on ESPN in the morning. I started off with I was about to say Stoney and Wojo, y'all. I'm from Detroit. But I started off with Mike and Mike, and then I watched the ESPN all the way to noon. Then I go out, run my errands, I get back so I could watch college football, the college football show, the NFL today, and then that'll take me to can you think of the what come on before PTI? There, I can't think of it for nothing. But the show before PTI with everybody around the horn. Take me to Around the Horn, then PTI, then Sports Center. Like, it's an all-day thing on an off day. But now it's like whatever. I catch some when I catch some. I can't tell you the last time I watched Around the Horn. I can't tell you the last time I watched PTI. I can't tell you the last time I watched a whole episode of Sports Center. Like, I mean, it ain't even been this year. Right? Like, sometime last year, I probably watched in the mornings when I had time, I will watch an episode of Get Up. I don't mess with First Take. That is corny, right? Like, that all that debate crap is stupid, right? Just to me. Like, that shit got old 10 years ago, right? But I know I'm in the minority with that. But it ain't journalism and it ain't sports reporting. Hey, y'all know I'm hamming on too much about ESPN. This is supposed to be about Ryan Clark. But anyway, y'all know I get long-winded. I'm going to cut it off pretty much right there. Y'all don't feel sorry about Ryan Clark. He going to be all right, y'all. He got the Pivot podcast and he making money. He going to be all right. He going to bounce back. Watch. He going to be on he going to be either on Fox, right? Or he going to be on the NBC broadcast by the start of next football season. Because he's too good at what he do to be sitting on the sidelines. But, I don't know. That's all I got for y'all. Struggle Streaming with BK. Hit a brother up with a like and a subscribe to help me grow the channel. It's the only way I can grow the channel. And I'm trying to grow the channel. Trying to get up there. We're trying to get to 25 million followers. And we close to it. Yeah, right. But anyway, y'all, we try to grow the channel. Hit a like and a subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And it helps me grow the channel. That's pretty much all I got. I'll holler at y'all next time. Be safe. Peace.
What you know about love, what you know about love, what you know about love, what you know. Hella dizzy from the ups and the downs and the rounds and rounds.